Basically, the reason I'm involved in the organisation is exactly because I was connected to a certain extent with Glastonbury in the 70s, and I know Michael Eavis very well. At one stage I was actually working in the organisation with him in the 70s, and I was one of the people who managed to persuade him that it was a really long overdue to have an officially sanctioned dance stage here, because this is like, if not the most exciting, it's one of the most exciting forms of music of now. And in some respects, you could say some aspects of this music is in some ways more in tune with some of the deeper aspects of Glastonbury than maybe some of the rock bands that play here, you know.
In a sense, I mean, that's set the kind of social agenda for the last few years anyway, because when you go out on the site, wandering about there, you don't hear people in terms playing Oasis there. You know, it's all dance stuff, bit of jungle, a lot of techno, you know, and so on. So that's, and a lot of reggae, obviously a lot of dub. I mean, in a sense, dub has been the big thing over the last 5 or 6 years, except on the stage, you know, but for everybody else, that's what's been going on. So there are alternative music agendas even within the site itself.
Well, it's sort of, there's always going to be a bit of tension between those forces, but that's basically the world, isn't it? The world is a blend of sort of deep and spiritual forces and sort of material forces, and this is just like a sort of mirror to that in some respects. But I mean, right from the beginning of time, people have always played music and celebrated at holy sites, and that's in a way what Glastonbury does, and it's going into sort of the 21st century now.
In 1885, Carl Benz constructed the first automobile. It had 3 wheels, like an invalid car, and ran on alcohol, like many drivers. Since then, more than 17 million people have been killed in an undeclared war.
If you were conceived in a car, as many are, if you first made love in a car, as many have, if you went to work in a car, as many do, and if you derive your sense of freedom from cars, you are going to defend them to the death.
I can do this bit of the journey in